Some places on Earth hum with ancient energy, their very stones seeming to remember the footsteps of those who came before us. Here, myth and reality blur together, weaving a tapestry of stories that have echoed through the ages. Delphi is one such place. Nestled high on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, more than just a collection of ruins, it's a sanctuary where seekers from across the ancient world once came in search of answers, guidance, and hope. Even now, the wind through the olive grove seems to echo their hopes and fears, carrying whispers of prayers and dreams long past. The air is crisp, scented with wild thyme and pine, and as you climb the sacred way, the modern world fades away, replaced by the timeless rhythm of footsteps on ancient stones. Here, the mountains and sky create a natural cathedral, inspiring awe and connection, as if the land itself invites you to pause and listen. Imagine arriving here thousands of years ago after a long perilous journey to stand at the Omphalos, the navel of the world, and seek Apollo's wisdom, your heart pounding with anticipation and reverence. The journey itself was a test of faith, heightening the sense of the sacred, each step a reminder of the devotion and determination it took to reach this hallowed ground. Today the path is easier, but the sense of wonder remains, as visitors from around the world retrace the steps of ancient pilgrims. This is an invitation. Walk with me through Delphi's ruins, listen to their stories, and feel the pulse of ancient Greece beneath your feet, as history comes alive all around us. We'll explore legends, temples, and the breathtaking views that inspired generations, discovering why Delphi was once considered the very heart of the world. Delphi is not just history, it's an experience for the soul, a place that moves and changes you, inviting reflection and wonder with every step. So, let's begin our journey to the center of the ancient world, and see what whispers the past has left for us to discover. Every stone in Delphi is steeped in myth, echoing with stories that have shaped the imagination of countless generations. The most famous legend tells how Zeus, king of the gods, released two mighty eagles from opposite ends of the world. They soared across the sky and met above Delphi, marking it as the Earth's very center, the navel of the world. The Omphalos stone, a beehive-shaped relic, symbolized this cosmic point. Ancient Greeks believed it was the literal marker of the world's center, and you can still see a copy of this mysterious stone in the museum today, connecting past and present. To the Greeks, Delphi was the heart of everything, both geographically and spiritually, a sacred place where mortals could reach out to the divine. But Delphi's story is even older and darker. Long before Apollo, it was a sanctuary for Gaia, the earth goddess, fiercely guarded by the monstrous serpent Python, whose presence haunted the land. Apollo, the radiant god of prophecy and music, slew Python in a dramatic battle, claimed the site as his own, and established his oracle. The priestess who spoke for him became known as the Pythia, forever named for the vanquished serpent. These myths aren't just stories, they shaped how the ancients saw their world and their place in it, guiding their beliefs, rituals, and even their destinies. Walking here, you're moving through the pages of epic legend, treading the same ground as pilgrims, priests, and seekers from thousands of years ago. You can almost see Apollo, victorious, standing over the chasm, his presence lingering in the air, as if the myths themselves are waiting to be rediscovered. The legends give the ruins a voice, transforming silent stones into a stage for gods and heroes, where every shadow hints at a forgotten tale. Delphi's myths make the experience richer and more alive, inviting each visitor to become part of a story that still echoes through the ages. At the heart of ancient Greece stood Delphi, a place shrouded in myth and legend. Here, the oracle was revered as the most powerful and mysterious in the ancient world, drawing kings and commoners alike from distant lands. The sanctuary of Apollo, perched on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, was a beacon for those seeking answers to life's greatest questions: fate, love, war, and destiny. For over 1,000 years, pilgrims braved treacherous journeys to reach Delphi, hoping to glimpse the future or change their fortunes. They came with offerings, prayers, and desperate hopes, all seeking Apollo's guidance through the enigmatic Pythia. The Pythia, a woman chosen for her purity, would first purify herself in the sacred Castalian spring. She then descended into the temple's shadowy inner sanctum, sat above a mysterious chasm, and inhaled the sacred vapors rising from the earth. In her trance, she became the living voice of Apollo, uttering prophecies that were cryptic, poetic, and always open to interpretation. Her words could change the course of lives and empires. priests, acting as intermediaries, carefully translated her mysterious utterances for the anxious petitioners waiting outside, their fates hanging on every word. One of the most famous seekers was King Croesus of Lydia, who asked if he should attack Persia. The oracle's reply was famously ambiguous: "If you cross the river, a great empire will be destroyed." Croesus believed it meant victory, but it was his own empire that fell. The oracle's riddles and ambiguity only deepened her mystique and power, making her both feared and revered throughout the ancient world. Standing at Apollo's temple today, you can almost feel the anticipation in the air, the scent of incense, the nervous crowds, and the weight of questions that once echoed through these stones. The oracle shaped the course of history, influencing the decisions of leaders and ordinary people for centuries, leaving an indelible mark on the ancient world. To stand where these extraordinary moments unfolded is humbling, a reminder of humanity's eternal search for meaning and guidance. Delphi's oracle was seen as a direct line to the divine, a bridge between mortals and gods, and a powerful testament to the enduring power of belief and hope. Even now, the experience of Delphi lingers long after you leave, echoing through time as a place where the mortal and the mystical once met. Entering Delphi's archaeological site is like stepping into another era. The sacred way, once trodden by pilgrims, winds past the remains of grand treasuries, offerings from city-states like Athens and Sipnos. These buildings were both tributes to Apollo and displays of civic pride. Imagine the path in its prime marble structures, gold and bronze statues, each treasury vying for splendor. The reconstructed treasury of the Athenians hints at this lost grandeur. As you climb, you pass the Stoa of the Athenians and the Rock of the Sibyl, each with its own story. Every step uncovers another layer of history. Here, you're not just an observer. You're part of a sacred landscape designed to inspire awe. The precinct was a microcosm of Greek rivalry and unity, played out in stone. Walking the sacred way is a journey through the heart of ancient Greece, full of ambition, faith, and artistry. The setting against the mountains is simply unforgettable. At Delphi's center stand the ruins of the great Temple of Apollo, the spiritual heart of the sanctuary. Only a few columns remain, but their scale is breathtaking. Imagine the temple in its glory, marble, sculptures, and the oracle's inner sanctum. Here, the Pythia delivered her prophecies, and the inscriptions, "Know thyself and nothing in excess," greeted all who entered. The temple was rebuilt many times after earthquakes and fires. Today's ruins date to the 4th century BC, atop even older foundations. This layering of history is part of Delphi's magic. Each stone tells a story of destruction and rebirth. As the sun sets and silence falls, you feel the weight of history and the enduring majesty of Apollo's sanctuary. In these quiet moments, you connect with the spirit of the place. The experience is deeply emotional, a silent conversation with the past. Delphi's ruins invite reflection and wonder. The sense of the sacred lingers long after you leave. Above the Temple of Apollo lies Delphi's ancient theater, carved into the mountainside with breathtaking views. 5,000 spectators once gathered here for music and drama during the Pythian Games, celebrating Apollo. The acoustics are so perfect that even a whisper carries to the top row. Higher still is the stadium, one of Greece's best preserved, where athletes competed for glory and the gods' favor. The Pythian Games, second only to the Olympics, blended athleticism with spiritual devotion. Standing at the starting line, you can almost hear the ancient crowds. For the Greeks, sport and art were offerings to the divine, body and soul united in worship. Delphi's setting made every contest feel like a race toward the sky. Before reaching Apollo's sanctuary, pilgrims passed through the precinct of Athena, home to the enigmatic Tholos of Delphi. This rare circular temple, with 3 re-erected columns, stands out against the cliffs, a masterpiece of classical architecture. Built around 380 BC, its purpose remains a mystery. Perhaps for earth deities, perhaps for special rituals. The Tholos' beauty and mystery make it one of Greece's most iconic ruins. This lower sanctuary, dedicated to Athena Pranaya, was a spiritual gateway. Pilgrims made offerings here before ascending to Apollo. The Tholos' perfect geometry and serene setting invite quiet contemplation. It's a place apart, where the secrets of Delphi linger. The circle, the marble, the landscape, all combine to create a sense of profound intelligence and spirituality. Delphi's mysteries are not all revealed, and that is part of its enduring allure. Visiting Delphi is a journey everyone should make. It's easily reached from Athens, but staying overnight lets you experience its magic at dawn and dusk. The modern village offers charming hotels and stunning views over the Gulf of Corinth. Arrive early, wear sturdy shoes, and bring water. The sacred way is steep and uneven. Begin at the Tholos, then climb through the main sanctuary, letting the stories unfold as you go. Don't miss the Delphi Archaeological Museum, home to treasures like the bronze charioteer and the original omphalos. These artifacts bring the ruins to life, revealing the devotion and artistry of ancient Greece. Most importantly, find a quiet moment, sit, listen to the wind, and gaze at the landscape that has inspired awe for millennia. Let the history wash over you. In these moments of stillness, Delphi's true magic reveals itself. You join a long line of seekers connected across time. Why do we visit ancient places? To seek connection, to feel part of a longer story. Delphi offers that connection in a profound way. Here, the great questions of life, fate, purpose, our place in the universe echo through time. The stadium celebrates human potential, the theater, the power of art, the temple, the mysteries beyond understanding. These are not just Greek ideas, they are human ideas, the pillars of civilization. Delphi is a feast for the eyes, a challenge for the mind, and nourishment for the soul. It reminds us that, despite our advances, we still look to the mountains and stars and wonder. If you can, go to Delphi, walk the sacred way, listen for the oracle's whispers. It's more than a trip. It's a pilgrimage to the roots of Western thought and human faith. In exploring the wonders of the past, we discover more about ourselves.